also one thing that I really like about this country is that this country is very big, and
massive.
also that nature here is amazing.
It's amazing.
And you can stay in the country, travel in the country, and you can see snow, mountains, canyons,
Everything.
sea, ocean,
It's crazy.
forest, like everything what you want, what you like. Economy, of course.
Economy? Is economy good? Let's see it actually.
We know that economy of America is one of the best in the world.
Okay, it's one of the best. America is one of the best countries in the world. You guys cannot convince me either way. Are you proud of America? If you are, there is a very easy way to tell me. Leave me a like, my friends. I'm loving this video. Pros and cons of living in America. My friends, I'm super excited for this one. I actually like the fact that this will show different perspectives, but before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description, and let's play it.
I've been living in the United States for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And there are some things that I really liked here, and there are some things that I don't like here. It's
what?
like everywhere in the world, right? And I was interested in this topic, and I wrote down some pros and cons of living in the United States. And if you're interested
My friends, I want to start with the pros. Let's save the worst to the end.
in this country, and if you are planning to move here, I think this video will be very helpful for you. So
Hey, my friends, again, sorry for so many pauses. I'm not thinking about moving to America. I love my country, but I'm thinking about spending maybe 1 month in America next year. This is a very important video to me. Let's pay attention together.
let's get started.
Okay.
First, let's talk about good things, about pros.
Okay.
There are a lot of opportunities here.
Of course.
If you are interested in something, if you are good at something, you are not limited here. And of course, it depends of your...
Wait. I'm good at Portuguese. What if I go to America and I start teaching Portuguese? Is this a thing that I could do? Wait, never thought about that.
location, but for example, if you're interested in acting, you should go to LA, of course. If you're interested in fashion, you should go to New York, and this is just simple example.
If you like cowboys, you should go to Texas.
There are a lot of different fields, and if you are good at something, you can do it here.
I love
Good
it.
thing number 2, quality of life. And quality of life here is better in some countries, and when I tell that quality of life here is better than in some countries, many people who have not been here, they ask me, what do you mean by saying that quality of life here is better?
Wait, what is even the surprises? I mean, why are they surprises? This is America. It's one of the best countries in the world, my friends. What? Of course, quality of life is good in America.
I mean that, for example, roads are much better, and for example, quality of service is better here, and also you have access to many things, different things. If you want to find something, you will be able to find it in stores, for example. So even these simple things, they make your life easier, better. Salary is good.
Ooh, good paycheck. We are going to check that, my friends. But the thing is, actually, I love to react to this type of videos, because even if I do it a lot, there is always a different perspective that basically the one that did the video can bring to the table. So I'm going to ask you one thing. Can you leave a like if you like this type of videos? Because I've been doing a lot of them and the support has been amazing. I'm not complaining, but leave a like because it helps the channel so much. And I'll always think about this. For you, so easy. For me, means so much.
In the United States, of course.
Wait. We are going to run that part back.
Easier, better. Salary is good in the United States. Of course, it depends on state where you live. There is a minimum wage, but overall paycheck.
Oh wait, the minimum wage is different from state to state. This is not a global thing. A global, Basically, I thought this was for the entire country, but now this, yeah, I'm them. This makes much more sense because living in Wyoming and California is quite different. So this makes sense.
It's good here. It's not like it's perfect. I know in some countries it's much higher, but in general, salary in United States is good. Good thing.
I mean, there is very few countries that pay more than America. Maybe the Scandinavian ones, because Norway, Sweden, places like that, they have a really, really good quality of life. But most of countries in Europe don't pay as much as America. And if you are curious, she is from Georgia, not the state, the European country.
Number 4, diversity. There are a lot of people from around the world, and sometimes they call America melting pot.
Melting pot? Oh, because they are all together mixing? Okay, that makes sense.
And because of the history, a lot of immigrants came here for better life, for more opportunities.
American dream,
you
baby.
You can meet people from any country here, and you can hear different languages, there are different cultures. And
wait, any country? Okay, if this is true, I have a question for all of you guys. Apart from me, do you guys know anyone from Portugal that lives in America? Or even better saying, that have some type of heritage from Portugal? Because I know you guys have a lot of people from Italy, Germany, England, forget about it. Basically, you guys, it's a melting pot. But from Portugal, be honest with me, don't lie. Do you know anyone?
And for example, if you want to try their food from different country, you can find a restaurant. So it's very cool. Also, one thing that I really like about this country is that this country is very big and
massive.
Also that nature here is amazing.
It's amazing.
And you can stay in the country, travel in the country, and you can see snow, mountains, canyons,
everything.
Sea, ocean,
It's crazy.
forest, like everything what you want, what you like. Economy, of course.
Okay. Economy? Is economy good? Let's see it actually.
We know that economy of America is one of the best in the world.
Okay, it's one of the best, but I'm going to talk about nature. But friends, the thing is, she said you travel the country and you see snow, mountains, ocean, canyons. That's true. But the thing is, sometimes you just have to travel a state in particular, because certain states are so diverse, it's actually fascinating. America is one of the best countries in the world. You guys cannot convince me either way. Are you proud of America? If you are, there is a very easy way to tell me. Leave me a like, my friends. I'm loving this video.
World, and with good economy you of course have better life. Medicine. America has some of the best hospitals in the world.
See, everyone talks about healthcare bad. Everyone talks about not bad, but a lot of people tend to criticize the healthcare system in America. But you guys have some of the best hospitals, some of the best doctors. Probably they are expensive. I mean, probably right, but they are the best.
Medicine. America has some of the best hospitals in the world. I heard that some people travel to United States for some treatments, for surgeries, entertainment. Americans love to have fun. There are different theme parks, for example, Disney, Universal Studio, Lego World, and so on. You don't need to have a visa to fly to the different country and to visit these parks. You have all of them here. This very good.
That's crazy, actually. That's why a lot of Americans don't travel, because America is so big, you can spend your entire life there and you'll see... you'll not see maybe 10% of what you should see, because it's so massive if you really think about it. It's incredible.
Good things, in my opinion, and now let's talk about bad things, negative things about living in the United States. So first...
Wait, bad things now? Oh my god, she ended up leaving a lot of stuff for bad things. Ooh, this is bad news, my friends, okay? So far, the video was great. Let's see it now.
One, expensive medicine. I'm sure you heard about it, that
Well, okay. Best doctors, best hospitals, they are expensive. This is a bad one, but let's be real, it kind of makes sense.
it's very expensive in the United States if you want to see a doctor, if you want to go to the hospital, and if you have to have some treatment. If you don't have insurance, that's very bad, because without insurance it's very expensive. I think even with insurance it's not cheap, like in Georgia. In Georgia, if you compare some medical expenses with Georgia and United States, of course there is a huge difference. And for example, a dental treatment is much cheaper in Georgia. I know a lot of people travel to Georgia to treat their teeth because it's cheap than in some countries.
Okay.
Confusing medical system. When I moved here, I was so confused. I just wanted to see a doctor,
Confusing, but why?
and this is already was confusing because you had to find a doctor who is in network, who takes your insurance. And I don't know about other countries, maybe in some countries it's similar like in United States, but not in Georgia. Usually people don't really have insurance there. You don't really need to have insurance. And yes, so here it's very confusing. Now I am getting better.
Okay, so this one I'm actually familiar because I also have insurance. And when I'm searching for a doctor, let's say I need a doctor to see my eyes, I basically have to see what doctor works with the insurance I have, because there is multiple insurance companies in the market. So I feel like this is very similar in America. To me, this is not confusing at all. I think this is actually, how insurance companies work. Certain doctors work with one, others with other. For us, sometimes it's annoying, for sure, because, oh my God, my insurance does not cover this doctor, and this doctor is the one I need or is the one that is available. This happens to me quite often, but it's kind of the game we play when it comes to the private system.
In understanding how it works, because part of my job is to translate conversations between sometimes patients and some insurance agents and some doctors, nurses. So now I understand how it works, but even for people who have been here for many years, it's confusing. Sometimes I hear on the phone that people ask a lot of questions and they are confused. And yes, so if you are going to live here, it's better if you understand how it works. Also, another negative thing is that there are a lot of frauds here.
A lot of frauds? What the hell is this take? What this means, my friend?
I receive a lot of fraud calls, and I remember before I moved.
Oh, it's people trying to sell you things that you don't need it. Oh, this also happens here a lot.
To United States, my husband told me that be careful.
By the way, nowadays happens a lot with Bitcoin and stuff like that. The other day I got a call that someone told me you have 2 Bitcoins that are waiting for you in your. You just have you have to send me some money and I will give you the Bitcoins. Of course, this sounds really dumb when you put things this way, but this scares me, specific for older people, because. Well, to older people, if they start talking about Bitcoin, they will say, what the hell is that? But you guys get the point, right? It's kind of scary. This is becoming even more crazy with AI.
Here, because there are a lot of frauds here, and now I understand what he means. I receive like 3, 4, sometimes 5 calls every week from different places. They tell me something about my car insurance, and I don't even have a car, and sometimes it's obvious that they're lying, but I can see that sometimes people believe them because they sound that something is wrong, for example with your car insurance, for example if you have a car. So unfortunately this is a negative thing, and be careful here.
My friends, again, I'm not going to talk about Georgia because I don't know how things go there. But this, in the last, I would say, 5 years, got a bit worse also in Europe. We get a lot of calls that are so scammy.
So next thing, I think it's a bit funny. It's that in America there are a lot of unnecessary things, unnecessary services, in my opinion, unnecessary items.
I need examples on this one.
And I don't know, I think people want to make money somehow and they invent some items or some services that people don't really need.
Like what?
For example, maybe you heard about it, there is a sponge for washing the dishes, and they created sponge with two holes, like face, eyes, and also with hole for a mouth. And apparently you have to put your fingers in these two holes where there are eyes on the face, and it's easier for you to grab the sponge and wash your dishes. And apparently
That makes sense, actually.
this product was very popular in United States. Maybe even now it's very popular, but I think it's unnecessary.
What? Oh my God! This take, with all the respect to her, this one I disagree so much. It's crazy. I think the medicine criticizing the medicine thing is fair probably, but this is what makes America great, my friend. Is that you have a lot of things and they are competing against each other. She may not see this, but if you have different sponges, even that one that could be silly, even though actually I like it. This is a good thing. Competition, capitalism makes things better over time. See, this one I disagree. Maybe there is better examples than this one, but this no.
To have holes in your sponge, so this way you can grab it easily. In my opinion, it's not necessary. Let me know what you think about it.
Disagree.
And
Sorry.
maybe some other items that also are not really necessary. Expensive education. Unfortunately, a lot of people here have
Expensive education. This is a tricky one, my friend, because from what I understand, until college, education is public, is free. Of course, there is also the private system, private schools, right? But it's free for people, right? Because free education for me is really, really important to have in a country. But then college is like the top level. So if you want to have a college degree, paying for that, even if you disagree with me, I think that's more acceptable. But until then, I think should be free. And I think that's the case in America, right?
a lot of debt. And even if you don't study in Ivy League universities, it's
What is that? Ivy League universities?
expensive anyway. So this is a negative thing. And I know education is very good here. The quality of education is good
amazing.
here. They teach you a lot, but I think it's too much. And
You know what? I'm going to defend Americans, my friends, and tell me in the comments or leave a like if you are with me on this. They say that education really expensive. Then they also say the best schools in the world, the best universities in the world. That's why it's expensive. It's the best. Sometimes not in this case. Oh, they spend a lot in the military. Well, guess the best military in the world, American military. Sometimes they say, oh, but the healthcare is really expensive. Where are the best doctors in America? Where are the best hospitals in America? Do you guys see what I'm trying to say, my friends? There is a reason why the best things are in America. You have to pay for them, of course. I mean, sorry, but this is, even though with the healthcare system, I think from what I see people telling, I think should be a bit more affordable, specific for people that really have some type of condition and stuff like that. I think that's a fair take, right?
I know there are some scholarships and grants, but I think overall it should not be as expensive as it is right now.
Okay.
Public transport. I already talked about it.
This one is fair. My friends, can we agree? This one, you guys have to take it and say, you know what? You got me. This one, it's fair.
in my video about moving to United States.
Sorry, I had a video about asking should I rent a car in America or use public transportation. I'm not joking. I feel like probably is 100% of the answers get a car. Maybe I should say 99. Maybe that there was some answer that said public transportation is good, but I don't remember if that is actually true. So this one we have to agree.
If you haven't seen that video, you should watch it because it's also very helpful. I'll leave the link in the description box. Unfortunately, public transport is bad here. I mean, if you don't live in the big city like New York, Chicago, San Francisco, you really need to have a car. Because
So, my friends, I have a lot of viewers from Chicago, and I saw already a bunch of viewers from the a bunch of videos from the city, and I was really impressed with Chicago public transportation. So maybe Chicago is an exception because actually I thought it was very modern, but also maybe a lot of people also live there, so things can be very crowded.
because everything is very far and the public transport system is very bad here. If you want to get somewhere, you have to wait for a long time for a bus, and sometimes there is no even a bus that goes there. So you really need to have a car if you live in Florida, for example. Also, another negative thing that Americans work a lot. Unfortunately, if we compare Americans with Europeans, they work more than people in Europe. I think
Well, probably true. Not probably, it's true. But that's why Americans are also doing better when it comes to economy, you know.
it's a very bad thing because they don't have a lot of vacations, they don't have a lot of holidays, and that's very sad. Gun violence, unfortunately,
Oh my god, this is controversial topic after controversial topic. Gun violence. Okay, let's see it.
America has a huge gun violence problem. I think it's because still in some states it's legal to have a gun. I think
Wait, in some states? Isn't this in all states? Wait, there is states that you cannot have a gun. I thought having a gun in America was a right.
this is very silly. And also
Okay, anti-gunner.
another negative thing is that there are some areas that are very dangerous and you shouldn't.
Okay, wait, okay. We have to. So the thing with guns is, I don't know, my friends. Honestly, I would love to shoot some guns in America. So I'm not anti-guns at all. I think gun violence is probably more. If I had to guess, of course, I don't fact check me on this. But if I had to guess, it's probably more criminals than normal people, you know. So this is, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not the normal people that have the right to have a gun to defend their home, their family. It's probably more robbery and stuff like that.
Silly. And also another negative thing is that there are some areas that are very dangerous and
But this is expected, specific in such a big country.
you should not go there even during the day. And I think it's very unusual because in Georgia we don't have such place where you should not go even during the day.
Oh no, we have it here in Portugal. So yeah, maybe Georgia is really safe. Actually, I think Georgia ranks very well in terms of being a safe country. But look, if you go, I went to France, and in France, trust me, there is places there that you do not want to go there. Specific, I'm talking about Paris. But Paris, you guys say it's Paris, right? But yeah.
I know there are some places that you should not go during the night when it's dark, if it's abandoned place, but in Georgia there is no such place that you should not visit during the day because it's dangerous and someone might hurt you. Unfortunately, here there are some places like that, and if you go somewhere, you should know the area, and I
common
think
sense.
it's very scary if you don't know the area and you go to such place by accident. So also be careful. Taxes. I'm sure you heard about taxes in America, that you go to the store,
You guys say debt and taxes are the things you cannot avoid in life, right?
you buy some items, and at the end, when you have to pay at the cash register, you see completely different price because they add taxes at the end.
I don't mind
First,
this.
it was unusual for me, but now I'm used to it because you already have an idea how much it's going to be. So
And this is a good thing, my friends. I feel like this is probably the third or the fourth video I say this about this topic in particular, but this is a really good thing. Here, since the tax is already priced in, if you buy a $10 thing, people think that's $10. That the product is $10. You know what I'm trying to say, my friend? This is scary, actually. They forget that the government took $2 and the product was actually 8. They think the product was 10. The product was 8. This is actually manipulation. If you really, I'm not joking. This is my conspiracy theory, but I think governments here do it because they know if they do it like Americans do, people will be quite more aware.
I know it's not convenient,
So I like the American way.
that you don't really know how much you're going to pay at the end, but you're going to get used to it. And another thing that I want to mention that I don't like here is American bread. If
You know what? This one, she may have a point on this. American bread, I'm really not sure if it's better than European bread. You guys do a lot of things right, and you guys know I love America, my friends. But this one is something that I'm super curious to try in America. I want to see if you guys really do bad bread, good bread, because from what I see in reactions and stuff like that, didn't impress me. The other food, oh boy, impresses me a lot. But bread, I'm not sure.
you buy toasted bread, it's very sweet and also it has a specific flavor, and you have to find a place where they sell baguette, and sometimes it can be very expensive. So this
Ooh, I love baguette.
were pros and cons of United States, of living in America, and this was my opinion.
Thank
If
you.
you don't agree with me, please let me know in the comment section, and also if you agree with me, I would like to see your opinion as well. And
Hey, my
thank
friends,
you
feel
for
free to do
watching
it
this video. I really hope that it was helpful, and I'll see you very soon. Take care, stay safe, and bye.
Thank you so much. My friends, this was quite amazing. I thought a couple of points here I end up disagreeing. You know what? The one I disagree with a lot is the many unnecessary things. This one, sorry, I don't agree at all. I think this is what makes America great, because there is a filter that happens with things that are bad versus things that are good. But you need competition. That's it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this with me. This was amazing. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.